Hey, this is Matt once again with about to another video, and this is a paid request from Jonathan Lindsey. I know it was meant for the Christmas season, because technically this is a Christmas action movie, but I tried doing the best that I can, but I guess for the new year, hey, the new year, why not celebrate with Chuck Norris? In this case, a request to do a commentary on Invasion U.S.A., which is honestly one of my favorite Chuck Norris films, so this will be fun to watch. But for anyone that wants to send in a paid request for any type of videos, whether it be a topic, reaction, commentary, review, re-review, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Pause at the beginning, and let's get into it. I'm excited to watch this film again. Thanks once again to Jonathan Lindsey for your kindness. Hope you had a good Christmas and a safe New Year, as well as everybody else. Pause at the beginning. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. And here we got the MGM logo. The newer one, based on the DVD, Blu-ray. Should say more Blu-ray. Now, I don't know if this is true, but from what I understand, this was like one of MGM's like best-selling titles on video. Of course, we have the Cannon logo, classic. I love Cannon films, grew up with them. American Ninja films, a lot of the Chuck Norris movies. I love Firewalker, that's my favorite Chuck Norris film. I mean, before this, he did Missing in Action 1 and 2, which the second film was supposed to be the first film, and the first film was supposed to be the second film, but they thought the second film was a better film, so they made that the first film, and then the first one became the prequel, aka Missing in Action to the Beginning. But Missing in Action was such a success, Chuck Norris got a big deal with Canon, so you had, then the sequel came out, which was the prequel. It was meant to be the first. This film came out and did well. You had Delta Force in 1986, Firewalker, Hero and the Terror, Delta Force 2 eventually, and Braddock Missing in Action 3. And Chuck Norris was on a roll, and a lot of his output in the 80s, I love most of them. There's not really much in the 80s of his that I disliked. Code of Silence came out the same year as this, which was that Orion? I think that was a different company. And that's the one that critics seem to actually like. And yes, this is one of those films that people watch and they go, well, it's a bit over the top, don't you think? But damn, is it fun. It's a lot of fun. And for I understand, like a lot of the script, the story elements got cut out because they wanted to just get to the action. So it's kind of just a series of Chuck Norris kicking the shit out of terrorists, and somehow Chuck Norris he knows where the bad guys are at because they cut that stuff out. But you know, now you just, at the same time, I love it still. I do love it. And then, man, this does really make you hate the bad guys. It really does. By Richard Lynch and his group. Because they just mow down all these poor people, men, women, children, and they don't give a fuck. There's Richard Lynch. May he rest in peace. I think he passed away 2012. But Richard Lynch, he was a bad guy in a lot of movies. He was Puppet Master 3. He was in, what was that movie? Bad Dreams. Good character actor to really sell the villainous role. I mean, he played a good guy in Alligator 2, but very rarely did he play a good guy. Because he had the face and the voice of a bad guy, like in The Sword and the Sorcerer, which was before this. But this is my favorite role of his. Rostov, it's time to die. And they think that everything's happy, they think everything's fine, and they're all going to be wiped the hell out Men, women, kids. That's the thing about these bad guys. They don't care. They do not care at all. Look at this. Now, to be fair, you don't see a lot of blood squibs, which probably helped with the rating. Could you imagine all these people getting huge bloody blood squibs? I mean, bloody as fuck, bloody, bloody, bloody squibs. MPA would have been all on them and pissed off, and they would have butchered it. So it's one of those things that you want to see it, but at the same time, some disregard it because for fear of the ratings just tearing the film to pieces. But again, you just look at that. They just wiped out all these people, including the kids. They don't give a shit. Evil. On capital evil. But there's something underneath this boat. Now, whether these people knew what was on this boat, probably not. They probably thought this was just a place for safety. But unbeknownst to them, they were on this big here with the drugs, which helped finance their damn invasion. And you got the music, which I think the guy who did the music is Jay Chataway, which he did music for like Maniac, Maniac Cop. He also did music for Missing in Action. Of course, in the Everglades, you had that, the airboat. I always forget what those, the boats with the big fans in the back. I always forget what they're called. A way to introduce your hero, hair blowing with the wind, and they don't make movies like this, man. And that's the problem, is that it's labeled too corny, too cheesy, too stupid, too goofy. And yet there's a lot of people like me that sincerely love these. It's like, we love to see more. And it's like, why would they make more when you make fun of it? Of course they're not going to make more. Well, then I don't see it. They don't think it's too stupid. Yeah, Jay Chataway. And of course, it's directed by Joseph Zito, who did Friday the 13th Part 4, The Final Chapter. Wasn't that like 84, I think? And then Missing in Action. Which again, when he was hired, he thought it'd be the second film, but they thought that was the better movie, and that became the first. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that, I think it's in Chuck Norris' book. There's Eddie Jones. He'd be Superman's dad, Jonathan Kent, and Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman. But yeah, I heard, I think it's in Chuck Norris' book. Can't confirm it because I don't have the book, but I remember hearing that Chuck Norris wanted Whoopi Goldberg to play the reporter, but Joseph Zito said no. And then I think he said in the book, well, never wanted to work with that director again. Which he never did. He never did work with that director again. I think also a year later, it seemed like Chuck wasn't a fan of the movie because he said it was a bit too much. It was just a bit too much. I think in an interview he did in '86, probably promoting the Delta Force. Like, yeah, it feels a bit too much. But that's where we love it, Chuck. Yeah, I think he wanted Whoopi Goldberg for this role, I believe. Which would have been cool. Because I like the Whoopi Goldberg of old, of the 80s. Jumpin' Jack Flash, I love. Even the early 90s, Sister Act is fun. It's just Whoopi Goldberg's become a fucking cunt nowadays. She's just become a bitch nowadays. With The View. Just a stuck-up pig. I mean, I don't like the Whoopi Goldberg of new. Nowadays, I'm like, fuck Whoopi Goldberg. Which is a shame because I used to like her back. I liked her older stuff. To me, the Whoopi Goldberg of 80s, 90s is totally different from the Whoopi of today. That's just my thoughts on it. Damn, took all their pants. What else did you do with them? I don't know, a bunch of people in their underwear? I don't know. They might have done frisky. Maybe they were horny because they have no women on that boat. They want a cornhole. The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Who knows? Maybe that game was supposed to be Invasion USA. Here's a bayou. Come on, Billy. Wrestling the gators and stuff. I mean, that is a real one. I'm not getting near the sumbitch, but that is a real one. But that's Chuck. I've always been a Chuck Norris fan. Ever since a kid. I saw these films as a kid, so chalked up to nostalgia, maybe, why I like these so much. But, like I said, Missing Action, I liked all three of them. I was surprised how much I liked the third one. I saw that again a few years ago, and I'm like, this is really good, the third movie. But I like all three of them. Again, Delta Force I like. Firewalker's my favorite because I love that Chuck got to have fun, has a smile on his face, sense of humor, and that adventure Indiana Jones quality. This would be my second favorite Chuck Norris film. Silent Rage is up there because I love that it's like a slasher film mixed in with Chuck Norris. I even liked Hero and the Terror. Yes, that film's a bit slow at times, but I liked it. I liked Hellbound. Yes, that film, you could tell it was the dying days of canon films because they didn't have much of a budget on that movie. Because there's not a lot of action, there's not a lot of fights in it, but I do like Hellbound. Oh, this scene just shows that this movie don't give a fuck yet again. Here's Billy Drago, rest in peace to him. He died like 5 years ago or so. Another good character actor. Just there you go, Billy Drago. He would be in the Delta Force 2 as the main villain. He's one of the cops who was an ally to Chuck Norris in The Hero and the Terror. So he worked on a few other Chuck Norris movies. He was on an episode of The X-Files. Thief, I think it was called. Where he was a smoker. And something to do with the cigarette smoke could get stuff into your lungs and kill you from the inside out. But he was unharmed. I think it was that Thief. No, I'm getting too mixed up. That was with Tobin Bell. Tobin Bell was the one with the cigarette. Thief was like a voodoo thing, like voodoo doll thing, something like that. So yeah, I'm getting confused. Again, the one with the smoke, that was Tobin Bell from Saw. He was in that. This is something else. Thief. But I know the episode he was in was called Thief. I remember he was good in the episode. Yeah, 'cause like, he breaks his nose and throws the lady out the window and I think shoots Billy Drago in the dick. Yeah, I think he bashes her nose in. It gets stuck up her nose. And then throws her out the window and then shoots Drago in the crotch. That's what I mean, like, didn't give a fuck, this movie, man. You want your bad guy? We're gonna make him a bad guy. Evil. Son of a bitch. For your hero to go up against, and he's a bad guy. He shouldn't care. Coming up. Ooh, jammed right in her nose. And is going to shoot him in the dick now? Or the stomach or dick? Yep, right in the dick. And then throw her right out the window. And you're wondering, like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? And that's the thing, you make a guy that's so vile and evil, but then when he has the nightmare, it's like, holy shit, like, this guy's scared of someone? So that now makes the hero much more of a bigger aptitude, bigger threat of, if this guy can do this, but yet he's scared of this guy, man, that Chuck Norris must be pretty badass if he can steer that guy. So it all helps in that fashion. forgot about this guy just stealing the drugs. I don't think we ever see that guy again, but it's like, okay, you know. Let me see. I don't remember the names of these guys. Del Birdie is the guy in the boat who was Apache descent, passed away in 1991. He was in a TV show called Paradise. He was a bunch of episodes of Gunsmoke, Bonanza. He was in Wolfen. He was in Last of the Mohicans. He plays the character John Eagle. I know this got a release from Venator Syndrome. I never picked that up. I don't know what the features are and stuff on it, so I never picked it up. I have the Blu-ray from, was it Shout Factory, I think? Which had an interview with Tom Savini. There's a commentary with the director and Michael Felcher, which I remember being a decent commentary. I don't know if there's a lot of new stuff on the Venator Syndrome. If that stuff was cheaper, I'd pick it up, but they're so damn expensive. I'll pick one every once in a while. I picked up Congo. I did pre-order Virtuosity, because I love that film, and there's actual features on it from the director and stuff. I'll be curious to give that a look to learn more about the film, but because there's not much info other than apparently there's going to be a love story, and Denzel nixed it, because as he put it, they don't want a black guy to be with a white woman. And so the actor's like, well, what am I supposed to do? But she said she like worked with Russell Crowe. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. But Chuck Norris, man, I mean, this is a guy that went from a martial artist, getting to fight Bruce Lee in Rome, the Colosseum, and Return of the Dragon. Then went to be a bad guy in this film no one remembers called Slaughter in San Francisco, with this guy that they look like they try to make him want to be Bruce Lee, but it didn't work. And Chuck Norris was the villain, and you could tell he didn't want to be there. I think they dubbed his voice too. Then doing sort of these early films where you just had the mustache. You had Breaker Breaker, which I remember not minding. I know a lot of people hate that film. I don't hate it. It's trying to be a bit of like the Smoking Bandits CB radio. But you have a little bit of the Chuck Norris fighting stuff. I don't hate that film. Breaker Breaker is fine to me. Then he did films like The Octagon. I like The Octagon. I don't care for that stupid flashback. It was like, hello. How's it going? Like for some reason, it's like he's got a... I don't know why they did it that way, but the third act, when the action, good chunk of the action happens, is Chuck Norris fighting ninjas. Can't go too wrong with that. Silent Rage, I love. And yeah, they would call it like more like a Frankenstein monster type of thing, but it's like a slasher film. Sadly, not a lot of gore, because they weren't making it that way, but some would say it's like Halloween 2 if it starred Chuck Norris, which I think is pretty cool. But Lone Wolf McQuade was an early one that definitely got some people noticing him. And that's where you slowly get into the beard and mustache era. Which really, I mean, that and Missing in Action in 1984 is what really got people noticing. noticing Chuck Norris, at least audience-wise. I know a lot of people make fun of his acting, that's very wooden. To me, Chuck Norris, no, he's not Dustin Hoffman. He's not James Woods. He's not those type of guys. But he didn't need to be. He had that good voice, presence, look that he could talk like this. And you just bought it. Just be the cool badass. Oh, this is his nightmare. Because Chuck Norris gonna pop up, I remember, with the gun. Because you're wondering, like, where is this and what does this have to do with anything? And then the gun coming up. Good music by Jay Chataway. There you go. Because you're wondering, what's going on here? Rostov. It's time to die. I think that's later, isn't it? Oh, there you go. It's time to die. Oh, doesn't he like kick him? And that's what I mean. How many movies can you remember or think of where it's this type of movie where the main villain has a nightmare on the hero? A nightmare about the hero. Maybe the reverse, where like the hero has a nightmare because they dealt with the bad guy maybe hurt or killed his wife or his kids or shot him. But very rare you would have the bad guy have a nightmare on the hero, and that made it unique, and it makes you go, again, we saw how awful Richard Lynch is. But him being this scared and this out of it because of Chuck Norris, fuck, how bad is Chuck Norris? So I thought that was kind of a cool touch, you know, like a unique touch that you don't see often. So I thought that was really cool. And, you know, it becomes his downfall, being paranoid about this. Because he did Chuck Norris involved, and got involved earlier than he should have, than you wanted it, and now he goes and just kills all you people. Chuck Norris Saves America, the movie. So, which is great. But yeah, Chuck Norris, he did what he needed to. He was assertive in his performances in terms of that cool, low-down voice, and give him some fun lines of dialogue like, "Don't hit you so many rights, you don't beg for a left," or "I don't step on toes, I step on necks." I think that was Braddock missing action 3. And I mean, they're cool, badass lines, but nowadays, oh, that's so cheesy. That's so corny. I'm like, fuck you, dude. I'm tired of the word cheesy. This is why films suck nowadays, because that badass mentality is just, this corny, it's silly. Yeah, I'm sorry, they're not like every other generic fucking superhero character that's said, oh, hey, is it so cool to do superhero stuff? Is it crazy, guys? Shut up. Like everything, like half the shit that Chris Hemsworth and fucking Paul Rudd says, that's not corny. But they know it's corny, it's being funny. And I liked some of those early Marvel films, but goddamn. Especially the last 5 years. Who will have a pet armadillo, man? Seems cute. I wouldn't get one, but it seems cute. Drop all the damn milk. Of course, he gave a reason why you can't hear the boats because of the chainsaw. How inconvenient. Of all the times to be using that damn chainsaw, it's right here, right now. Now, the question is, how the fuck did they find Chuck Norris? I guess that guy that went up and found him, they were able to get info from that. Chuck, turn off the fucking chainsaw. Listen, what's going on? God damn it. It's like, thank God he wasn't in the house. Oh, how convenient that is. Ooh, nice squib there. Up, so much for him. Ooh, nice jump through the window. Nice explosion, done all in camera, practically. Showing all their damn grenade launchers and bazookas. Just letting all fire it up. That guy's not even aiming, he's just like doing this. He's not even like aiming, he's like doing this. Like the rifle's like to the side. Like, would you shoot like that? The one, I don't know what his name is. What the fuck's that guy doing? At least Armadillo lived. That's actually cool they showed that. I mean, this is little details. Oh, at least it lived, so that's good. Chuck Norris going to use it, throw it at them, and Armadillo eats their faces. Now, of course, there's the logic behind this of, okay, you took the time to go over there and blow it up. Will you not also take the time to go in and confirm the body is there? Like, you take your time to go all the fucking way over there. Would you not go on land and confirm, let's find the body, find the remains? It's not like it would incinerate to nothing. There would still be a body. Go in and confirm your kill. But if they did that, there wouldn't be a movie. So it's like, I think you went all the way there, confirm your kill. Like, confirm that you got the guy. But if they did that, there'd be no movie, I guess. So, but you pissed Chuck Norris off, so he's going to take the gun from his beard and shoot all you motherfuckers. Go all the fuck way home in a box. They kill his friend. He pissed him off. Rostov, it's time to die. Motherfucker, it's time to die, bitch. It's time to die, motherfucker. Now, I don't know why he burns this place. I mean, it's fucked up as is. There's not a whole lot left to burn, but I guess I need to start a fire. Hopefully it's not like one of those California fires that go off for miles and miles and miles. Otherwise, good job, Chuck. You just killed half the Everglade. Because that fire ain't going out anytime soon. It's not like there's going to be a fire department come out. All. See, Chuck, you just burned up the whole Everglade. That fire ain't going to stop. And what do you... I guess he burned up the body. I guess that's the point. Maybe that's the hope that people here will see the smoke and maybe get someone there, I guess. Someone will call. I would assume that's the hope. But he's pissed off. Chuck Norris, of course, going to kill some motherfuckers. Sorry about that. Even my body's in shock of Chuck Norris and his hair and his beard. He's not pushing up. He's pushing the earth down. Up, you hear that Christmas music. This does take place around Christmas time. And actually, I'm going to turn on a light as we're having this conversation. I'll be back in a bit. It's Christmas time in this movie. Just like Christmas action movies like Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren is one, Cobra is one, Reindeer Games. A lot of them. Even, I guess, Iron Man 3, although that film sucks. Die Hard, I mentioned Die Hard 2. Batman Returns. Longest Good Night. And here they're getting the invasion started. Which I think this is one of the few bits that Tom Savini worked on. Because Tom Savini worked with Joseph Zito on Friday the 13th Part 4. I think it was Tom Savini and some of KMB. They didn't have a whole lot to do, some squibs. I think here, though, they made fake bodies. Because there's a point where the army of terrorists run over. After killing them, they step over the bodies. So I guess they needed fake bodies so that it's not, you don't have the real people being stepped on. So they have fake bodies so that the soldiers will walk on them. And I mean, I don't know if some of that was cut out or I think you see a little bit of it. I mean, you don't see a ton of it, but you see a little bit of it. They're just trying to get laid. Leave them alone, goddammit. You can't let them get laid in peace. This is bullshit. They just want to get laid in peace. Goddamn. Just have them get laid in peace. Son of a bitch shit. Can't get laid in peace. Go figure. Ooh, right in the head. Just once again to show the sadistic nature of these folks is that this guy could kill these two people and then go ahead and watch the little TV and laugh about it. But God, that would taste me bad. Like those little TVs you would have for if you go to the beach. And you have the little TVs with the radio and stuff, like this big. Nowadays, you just be watching on your phone like this. But this is well before that. Here's the army. I mean the terrorist army. Chuck Norris gonna kill all you motherfuckers. Hope you know that. And I think this is where you see them stepping on some of the bodies. I think. Unless that was cut out. Yeah, see right there? They step on the leg and stuff. Very brief. But again, it just shows how they don't care. So that's the thing, like, Tom Savini's crew did not have a whole lot to do, so I'm sure this was like an easy job for them. They said they met Chuck Norris and Chuck was nice to them. That's the thing, you've heard, I only hear like good things about Chuck, like, It's not a whole lot of people that had a lot of bad things to say about him. Like they say he was professional, he was good towards the crew, he would come in, do his job, he didn't have a problem with drugs, didn't have a problem with smoking or drinking. That's why it would be great to hear him interviewed, but he never wants to be interviewed. Now, I know some people say, well, he's never asked. I don't buy that anymore. Whether it be Shout Stream Factory that released this, then Vinegar Syndrome released it on their forte. No, someone asked Chuck Norris. They did. He said no. Now, I don't know if he wanted too much money, if he wanted something else. I don't know. But you think even with sidekicks, like, you think that'd be a film where, okay, it's about helping a kid and his brother directed it. You think he would at least be willing to talk about that movie? Is not as violent. I know he's more of a Christian now. No. Not on sidekicks. Not on Invasion U.S.A. Someone should do a documentary on Chuck Norris when he's still with us. Have him come in, talk about your films, Missing Action, Sound Rage. Like, I did. You can't talk about every film. Some of them, at least. But again, I do not understand why he's not willing to talk about his movies. I don't get it. We're fans. We want to know. What was your thoughts? How was it making the film? How was it working with Canon Films? Like, anything, man. But just, I don't know. Just does not want to talk about it. It's a shame. I know I believe she's interviewed, who plays a reporter. Actually, I mean, I have a computer. Why don't I just look up Vinegar Syndrome Invasion U.S.A. Why don't I just do that? We have brand new commentary with Joseph Zito, commentary with the author of the Canon Film Guide. We have the older commentary Joseph Zito and Michael Felsher. You have a 31-minute interview with Joseph Zito. You have a 23-minute interview with James Bruner, the writer. You have a 22-minute interview with the editor. You have a 16-minute interview with Jay Chataway. 14-minute interview with Melissa Prophet, who played the reporter. 7-minute interview with James Patch, because he is in the film. Yes, the guy who played Lightning in Big Trouble in Little China is in this. He gets killed by Chuck Norris later on. I think he's by a helicopter. I think that's him. He'll pop up. You see him a lot. He's noticeable at the end of the film, near the end of the film. You also have an older interview with the makeup effects guys, with Tom Savini, an older interview with James Bruner. Up here's more of the Christmas motif. Again, this film did not hold back. Like, I mean, it's not gory, but I'm just saying, here's a little girl and all these little kids that don't go into their houses and get completely fucked up. But yeah, older interview with the effects guys, older interview with James Bruner. So, and restored from his 35mm camera negative. So if you don't have the other Blu-ray, then sure. But I have the other Blu-ray, so. Again, I mean, it's $38. It's just too damn expensive nowadays, all this shit. Yeah, but this little girl's gonna die. Well, try to remember. Their houses get blown up. Now, for what I understand, they really did blow up a neighborhood. Because I guess this neighborhood I guess the idea is there's an airport runway that was going to be built here. So all these places had to be demolished anyway. So they're like, okay, we're going to demolish this neighborhood anyway. Have at it. And there you go. I mean, that's what you do. You find something like that. We're going to get rid of this stuff anyway. So you dress it up some Christmas stuff, maybe a little bit of stuff inside, and then you just blow the shit out of the entire neighborhood. And then you're doing them a favor because they're taking it down for the airport anyway. For like runway or something like that. So. And again, it shows just how evil these bad guys are. They're willing to kill Christmas. If Santa Claus was there, they would blow his fucking head up with a hand grenade. That's what these sons of bitches must pay. And Chuck Norris will make them pay. And man, it'll be a delight when he does that. The son of a bitch must pay. I tell you, I mean, you want a movie that makes you hate the bad guys, this is the one to do it. Son of a bitch. Just blows the shit out of everything. Like Merry fucking Christmas. Oh, there's the little girl. Okay. So I guess maybe that was the... We have to at least have the little girl survive. Maybe there's our way of... We can't horrify the audience too much, so at least have the little girl survive. Which is fine. I'm gonna be like, fuck that, little girl has to die too. Well, her whole family's dead. I don't know how she survived. And it looks like she's not even burned. What'd she do, hide in the freezer? I don't know how she survived, and she's perfectly... She got a couple little smoke. I don't know how she survived, folks. Fucking house blew up, and she's not even burnt. I don't know how. I don't know. Did you saw her go in the fucking house? Because someone told you can't kill the girl. So I don't fuck. So you can't kill the armadillo, you can't kill the girl. Oh yeah, this is, isn't that Michael Carmine? On the right. Isn't that him? I think so. Let me look up the cast. The guy, the one talking right now on the right. The guy with the spotlight on him. I think that's Michael Carmine. Let me double check. Michael Carmine. Well, let me check to see if I'm right. Yes, it is. Michael Carmine. Oh, shut up. Was in this movie. He's actually... Up there he goes. He is this guy right here. There's Michael Carmine. Actually, the poster might be over there, so there we go. Put it over here. There you go, right there. Michael Carmine and Leviathan. Favorite of mine. He was also in Batteries Not Included as the guy trying to get the old people out of the tenement. Just the idea is they want to leave survivors, witnesses to tell the tale of what happened. And sadly, Michael Carmine, I mean, he seemed like a pretty good actor in Leviathan and Batteries Not Included, and He died not too long after Leviathan. Yeah, see, now the real cops are coming and they think those are the bad guys, so the cops are now confused. What the fuck's going on? What's happening? So now you're making citizens wonder if they should trust the cops. Kind of like Maniac Cop, funny enough. Speaking of you, Jay Chataway films he did the music for. What the hell was that one guy? He was like wearing Michael Jackson clothes. For like the Thriller days. I'm looking at rank pussy, bitch. What the fuck am I looking at? I'm looking at a hoe. How much you cost? $1 or $2? Fuck you, bitch. What am I looking at? Your face that I'm going to sit on. You guys don't want none of Chuck Norris. Get the fuck out of here. Go back to Fight Club. This ain't Final Fight, bitch. Hell, those guys doing? Love his pickup truck. I know they wanted him for a sequel, Avenging Force. Because Avenging Force is, I think it's the same character name that Michael Dudikoff has, is this character. But Chuck Norris didn't want to do it. So they got Michael Dudikoff. Which is pretty much the thing. Either you had Michael Dudikoff starring the film, Chuck Norris starring the film, or Chuck Norris starring the film for canon. I'm going to do your face in. Again, I know Chuck Norris is not Anthony Hopkins, but he didn't need to be in these. He had the look, he had the stature, he had the presence. See you in hell. Send me a postcard. I remember that. I was in the trailer for this. Man, he has a steely-eyed glance that he means business. I know, like, Chuck Norris is now coming back, like, making movies. There's that Agent Recon, whatever the hell it was, which looked awful. And then he's doing, like, another one. It was, like, a zombie plane movie or something. He's playing himself. As is, not with himself. I don't know, man. I'd rather just him do interviews, do a documentary, man. Now we saw someone in Santa Claus outfit again to remind the audience that this place around Christmas. Yeah, you're just itching for Chuck Norris to finally come out to play and kick these guys' asses. Create terror, create tension, create mistrust, cause chaos. And this guy with his damn Speedo on, whatever the fuck he has on. Damn, that one guy's like a big bodybuilder type. With the blue shirt. Maybe he goes to Gold's Gym. You know, Lou Ferrigno, buddy. But yeah, this year was a hell of a year for action, 1985. Because Rambo, First Blood Part 2, 85. Commando with Arnold, 85. Death Wish 3, this film. Code of Silence. I think American Ninja, the first one was 85. Yeah, because I think the second one was 87. Crazy. The amount of action films that year alone. Let alone other films like Back to the Future and I think The Goonies, like all sorts of stuff in 85. Oh yeah, this is when Chuck Norris, I think this is when Chuck Norris like, I hear you with so many rights you don't beg for a left. Just wrong. Finally get Chuck Norris kicking some ass. Up here you go. Now, how did Chuck get there? Well, I get some info from his buddy, to be fair. Send me a postcard guy. Ooh. I think that was a Tom Savini effect. You're bullshit. He ain't having that bullshit. He stuck it on your hand, now he's gonna stick it up your ass. Get out of here. There you go. Lady, you can speak whatever you want. You can speak the entire Bible if you want, lady. But Chuck Norris ain't gonna have it. Gonna whip all your ass. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Ooh. That's right, you better be scared of Chuck. One kick took the guy down. Here's a present for you. Watch out, Beach! If you make it through this, you tell Rostov it's time to die. I try to remember if this is like a dud or something. Can't remember. Or okay, the car. Well, smart decision. You gotta throw it. Sorry about your car, man. Oh yeah, this is where it begins this series of wait, how does Chuck know where these places are that this shit's going down? Just like, did the guy even really tell him much of what was happening? Unless I completely missed it. What do you want, Mr. Peabody? Yeah, you're staring at a kid chewing bubblegum. What do you want? You predator? Paul Blart? That's what he was doing. So this is where you got your... Sorry, I'm just marveling at the shopping mall because that's so much of a dying business nowadays, sadly. There's no malls around here. I think for a lot of people they could say the same. There may be some of you out there that do have a shopping mall nearby. If you do, count your blessings because they're not going to last long. And yeah, it's nice at times to go, convenient to order something off of Amazon. But you know what? Sometimes you just want to be outside. I'm on the public, and then you catch your eye. Oh, there's that. Oh, there's that, and it's tangible. You can look at it. This guy's like, "Get that shit away from me." That'd be fine. You just toss it to him. Just running right towards the guy. That's what you get being a helper. You try to help give someone their bad, you get killed for it. Yep, there's Chuck Norris. He just knows. He knows. He can sense trouble. Osmosis. He just knows trouble's there. G.I. Joe's there. Real American hero. G.I. Chuck is there. Shooting every motherfucker in the air and sea and fair. With his crazy hair. Gonna run your ass over with the truck. Real American pickup, Uzi in my hands. Gonna shoot every motherfucker in the small hand. Ooh, great shot there. Chuck Norris's character rolling out of the way with the explosion kind of behind him. Good wide shot. I love the dual Uzis too. That's another thing you don't get to see a lot of heroes have is dual Uzis. Of course, there's always saying he's going to reload sometime, right? Chuck, you gotta aim higher. I know you're aiming from the hips, but you gotta just do this. See, if he went like this, you probably could have got him in the face. I mean, credit to Chuck Norris with those shots. Like, right there. Like, you see that's Chuck, and shit's really going into his shoulder. Now, maybe these shots are a double, but you see those up-close shots where he's by the side. You see shit slamming it. Like, these shots here from underneath. You see that's really Chuck. Those shots there. Which I liked. Because obviously the wider shots, they want to protect their star. Because if he gets hurt, broken, whatever, they don't have a movie. They gotta be shut down But at least those moments really sell your hero within the midst of the action. You see a guy drive through a fucking mall, why would you go up and try to attack him? Like, come on. I'd be like, get the fuck out of the car, reporter. What are you doing? I'd be like, what the fuck you doing, you dumb bitch? Dan, big credit to Jay Chataway to give, like, nice adrenaline boost to the score, man. Great job to him. But hell of an advertisement for Nissan. In case you're terrorists and need to steep your ways, drive a Nissan. Credit to the stunt woman there too. I mean, I'm guessing they would hire stunt woman. I mean, most of her act is a stunt, so credit to that woman hanging right off the side of the truck. People don't give credit to these people, but they should. Like, that's fucking scary to be on the side of a truck or moving. If something gets loose and you fall over and you hit your head on the fucking road. At least this reporter's doing something. I'll give you that. At least she's doing something. Trying to do something at least. Should not be in waste. Come on, hang on, goddammit. I don't say, how long is it going to take that guy to reload? There you go. Got her. I like that bit to have the baseball going by the baseball game to show there's a bit of life outside of these streets, and I don't know, in a weird way, give like a little bit of scope. Sure, held on to your grenade a bit harsher, like a pair of balls. There you go. Kablammy. Like, again, how did he know it was at the mall? Because I don't think the guy said it was at the mall. He just said, maybe he did talk and I just missed it. I was too busy thinking about other stuff. He loves shooting people in the crotch. He loves shooting people in the crotch. It's just he can't help it. Crotch hunter. Invasion STD. Protect every crotch. Because every crotch is in trouble. Every crotch should be in danger with this guy. Every crotch will be in danger around Rostov. Oh, shut up. I was trying to look for info on this and it's doing stupid shit. So I'm not just blinking, just staring, enjoying the movie. This is a good movie. It's a fun one. Eddie Jones is always late to the party. I didn't. He just knows. He just knows where to go. There's osmosis. Because again, from what I understand, a lot of the story stuff was taken out probably in the second half of the movie. Sorry, I'm not saying anything. Yeah. Oh, there's James Paxton. That's where he was. Okay, so I was wrong. There's Lightning from Big Trouble in Little China. I don't know why I thought it was the third act, but there's James Paxton. So yeah, this guy is Lightning from Big Trouble in Little China. Right there. You had Thunder, who blew himself up. You had Rain, that Dennis Dunn took care of, and then you have Lightning, where they push the rock onto him. He talked about, he respected and liked working with Chuck. I didn't think so. So there goes Lightning from Big Trouble in Little China. At least you assume that guy told him all the info. Who knows how much info he told him? He may have told the whole damn rest of the script to him. Might have. I mean, if it's Chuck Norris having an Uzi at you when you want to tell the whole story, give everything away. Fuck does this family go? Oh, I guess they're going to the church. Get the fuck inside or go to the Holiday Inn. Where you guys going? Yeah, stay off the streets and you guys are still going around the streets. You're wondering, like, what the fuck are this family doing? There was a Holiday Inn behind you. I guess they're too cheap. Well, we could stay at Holiday Inn, but let's risk our lives because we're going here and we don't have to pay rent. I mean, pay motel bill. Oh yeah, they're gonna try to blow up the church. Oh, I'm trying to think. Is this when Chuck's like, didn't work, huh? Nah, Will. I think this might be the case. Yeah, didn't work, huh? Don't do it. Don't fuck with them. Come on. Don't piss off Chuck Norris. You don't want that. You don't want to piss off Chuck. I'm telling you. Messing with church, especially now that he's more of a Christian nowadays, he's going to be even more pissed. So retroactively, he's going to fuck you up even more. Because you're fucking with church. You're fucking with his domain. You fucked up. You fucked up, man. You fucked up. It's your ass, Mr. Terrorist Man. It's your ass. But thank God he's there at the nick of time. There you go. Yep. Didn't work, huh? Yep, here you go. Just crowd pleasing. Seem to get their just desserts. Now it will. It's just that we've established just how evil these guys are, and just to see them again get their just desserts. Just so satisfying. So fucking satisfying. It's like, what is this bullshit? Is that what you want me to do, assholes? That's what they told me to do. Oh shit. And he knows, he just knows. Right then, right there. Again, osmosis is psychic. He just knows. Danger. I must get there in time. That's his superpower. It's in his beard. He just knows. He's the Phantom. He's the Avenger. Damn, grocery store guy had a shotgun on the ready. God damn. Make sure you don't steal the produce. Or shoot you in the face. Fuck you, lady. I'll do whatever I want. Maybe I'll let him kill you. The fuck are you talking about, lady? But there you go. Also, I like that idea. Just the idea of just making him shoot himself like that. That got close to him and he didn't move at all. That was this close to him. That trash can. Jesus. I wonder if like Whoopi Goldberg was in this. If it was the same thing, there wouldn't be a whole lot of screen time. Yeah, and this again, like he just knows there's a bomb on the school bus attached to it. How does he know? He just knows. I didn't, but I'm assuming a lot of that stuff was cut out. Now I don't know. Maybe be like him going to other places and getting info. I don't know if those scenes exist. I don't know. Like, do those scenes exist? They weren't on the Blu-ray 4K, sadly. If they did. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Row your boat. You had to get Captain Kirk and Spock and McCoy come in to help you too. Row your fucking boat down the stream. Well, you're about to die. But here comes the American dream. Ain't Dusty Rhodes, ain't Cody Rhodes. Is where the head meets the road. Called Chuck Norris. He is the road. The road to pain. The road to titty your ass. So when the film came out, it made... That's the thing. I mean, it cost 12 and it made 17 million, so it wasn't like this humongous hit. I don't know. I don't know if you would call that a hit now that I think about it. It cost 12 million. If it made 17 million, I don't know if that would be considered a hit. Because yeah, I think with budget, with marketing, I don't know. Maybe labeled disappointment. I know Delta Force made some money though. Just Delta Force was... Well, I guess that made 17 million. I guess, yeah. Well, that cost less. It cost 9 million. And it made the same amount of money. So that's the thing. Like, Chuck Norris films, like, they weren't making 50, 80, 100 million like Arnold and others guys. But, especially the home video, they definitely made up for with the home video market. You lose this? Here's a present for you. Happy birthday. Kablam. See, it makes me wonder if there was a scene here that was cut out too, that you saw this, or was this always meant to be an aftermath with this carnival? They might have explained it on the commentary, and I don't remember, but I don't know if we were ever meant to see this actually happen, or if there was ever meant to be after. It works as an aftermath. But again, it's kind of one of those, wait, how did he get to the bus? Now, how did he get here? Now, where did that all come about? I'll be right back. Alright, I'm paused at 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 15 seconds. Unpaused now. Had to do some real quick, but want to turn our journey of invading U.S.A. That's what I was wondering. I wonder if there's any intention to showing this. Again, to be fair, the aftermath tells the whole story, so you didn't need to show it. I don't think he gives a shit. Oh yeah, yeah. This finale, they got a lot of extras, and I think a lot of military people for cooperation of this whole finale. I forget what movie that is. Is that Earth versus the Flying Saucers? I can't remember. I think I've seen this film that he's watched on TV. I remember having some good stop motion effects. I always think of like Missing in Action when he's watching the old Spider-Man cartoon. Oh yeah, the misdirection. You think it's one thing, but it's another. I think that's what this is. Yeah, because you're supposed to think this is Chuck Norris they're going to attack and arrest, and it's not. Oh, it is. Okay. I'm wrong. Never mind. I was totally wrong on that. Just I was thinking of something else. He say more people than you have, dickwad. But this is what Chuck Norris wants, because he knows this guy's going to be obsessed with him. That's his kryptonite. Yep, he's too obsessed. Going to be his downfall. Chuck Norris going to use that Achilles heel against him. Because he's going to be obsessed. I want everybody to kill this motherfucker, and that's his big downfall. Like, look at all this military cooperation they had, man. All done in camera. No CGI enhancements. None of that bullshit. Hey, at least this guy saved lives. What the fuck were you guys doing? At the donut shop? Sticking bagels on your pie hole? Didn't they shoot this in like Atlanta or something? I know it's supposed to take place in Miami, but I keep thinking it's like Atlanta or somewhere they shot it in. I could be wrong on that. Dusted dawn curfew is in effect immediately during the current state of emergency is temporarily. Oh, I can't read the temporarily. Yeah, I couldn't read the rest of it. shit. Like I said, even if you cast Whoopi Goldberg, is that like she would have a whole lot to do? Because she, I don't know, maybe they would have thought, wow, she's pretty funny, and then they would maybe put her in more of the film. Maybe Joseph Zito thought it'd be too much like comedy that he didn't want in his film. I'll be there. See, that's the thing. He wants everybody there, and that's his downfall. Yeah, because it's a trap. Because, which is weird, because Eddie Jones taught, like maybe he wasn't part of what was going on, because he's like, no one's beyond the law. But it seems like this had to be this big trap that people would know have to go down. But yet did Eddie Jones not know until afterward, or was he just being in character for this whole trap, or I don't know. Maybe it wasn't told to him, it was told to other people where they arrest him, but the people he's brought to, they're in on the whole trap scheme. Ooh, that guy got fucked up. There's a whole army. I will stop with my arm. You're not Neo. You're not stopping the bullets, dude. Stop! I guess those poor security guards, they weren't told the plan. Boy, was that collateral damage then? Well, I guess they would, because that's where these trucks are stolen from. They're just the people shit out of luck. People in the damn chopper. But yeah, we're getting to the finale. We got about 19 minutes left of the film. This is where it's all going to hit the fan. And this doesn't seem like a smart idea. They just go guns a-blazing with all this military around. And doesn't seem like the smartest plan. You think you want to be a bit more incognito, a bit more secretive, a bit more stealthy. Instead of just there going guns a-blazing, and hopefully you don't have a tank just blowing the shit out of you. Doesn't seem like the smartest plan, man. Doesn't seem like the smartest plan. I don't know. These bad guys are pretty stupid. Like, why would there be no one in these tanks? Oh, it probably make you appear that there's nobody in those tanks until get to their position. Just when the trap is set, then there are tanks that's like barrel down at them. I'm sorry, your truck versus my tank? I take my tank. Shove that turd straight up your culo. Say ya, come on in. The price is right, bitches. But yeah, this era of action films is such a big. I mean, like for people who love slasher films and they look at the '80s, say with the action from First Blood, Rambo 2, Rambo 3 to Commando, Predator, the Terminator, Aliens, Die Hard, Above the Law, Bloodsport, Kickboxer. This film, Delta Force, Death Wish 3, RoboCop. So much in terms of classics, man. Just fun. Guns ablazing, over the top. Fun. Like right here. It's like, how's it going, man? Why don't you meet a friend of mine? Mr. Bucket. Because after this explosion, the only thing going to be left of you be carried in buckets. There you go. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia. Blew up the whole damn chopper. The plan is set. Come on in. Welcome to my party. It's like, what are you guys shooting at? You just shooting. You just love shooting. They don't know what they're shooting at. They're just shooting at papers and lamps. Yeah, just like there's nobody around, right? It's all empty. They're closing in on in. There goes the tanks. Well, come on, fish in a barrel. I guess they go for the notion spray and pray. It's empty. Another room. It's empty. Ain't nobody there. Where the fuck is everybody at? Take them a long while to wonder, wonder why there's nobody here. Sunu Beach, it's a trap. Like, hey, I told you so, it's Allie, it's your fault. That's what we get for listening to you. Hey, it's a party. Okay, like, look at all those tanks. Jesus, holy shit. Like, those tanks in the back, you wonder, like, what the hell they're going to do all the way back there. Now, one tank, like, one shot would kill most of those people. You would think. Now, if these guys learned to aim, they would kill a lot of these guys. Dude, you're not Rambo. Don't go, it's not how you do it, man. You're not Rambo. You just got your ass killed, as you deserve. Be stupid. Walk around damn corridor. Well, offices here. Guys, double Uzis. You can't sneak up on Chuck, baby. Boy. There you go. Can't sneak up on Chuck. You fuck. He ain't Uncle Buck. Things like, fuck your truck. Smash the shit out of it. But yeah, you look at his filmography again. I'm going to look it up as we got this finale playing. Ooh, nice tick. Don't get up. Stay the fuck down, dude. You want to do that? You sure? Okay. Say hi to Jesus for me. But yeah, the Return of the Way of the Dragon, aka Return of the Dragon, where he fights Bruce Lee, classic. Slaughter in San Francisco, not so much. Breaker, didn't mind. Good Guys Wear Black, wasn't really big on. Force of One, don't remember a whole lot about. Remember liking The Octagon, An Eye for an Eye, I remember liking. Silent Rage, classic. Force Vengeance, a lot of him just go around kicking people's ass. Not a whole lot of plot in that one, but that's a fun one. Lone Wolf McQuade, good one. Missing in Action 1 and 2, Code of Silence, Invasion U.S.A, Delta Force Firewalker, Missing in Action 3, Hero in the Terror, Delta Force 2. Like all those movies. Hitman, kind of there. Sidekicks, didn't mind it. And the Styles Grizz, the Karate Kid 1 and 2, but I like Sidekicks. Hellbound, I do like. Top Dog, not big on. Neither am Force Warrior. Force Warrior is one of my least favorite. Bells of Innocence, kind of like religious movie. He did the Cutter, which I don't think I saw. Expendables 2. It was fun to see him in there. Agent Recon, yeah, he came back with Mark Senior. Yeah, I think it's mostly, yeah, Derek Ting. I think it's mostly his film. Yeah, why Chuck Norris came back for that, I don't know. Maybe he knew this guy Derek Ting and did him a favor, I don't know. Zombie Plane he's in. Did that come out already? Vanilla Ice is in it. Yeah, there's a poster for it. It went up for sale in November 2023, as well as section of 2024 Con. Yeah, it stars Vanilla Ice, who trained under Chuck Norris, uses his skills to dispatch a plane overrun by the undead before fire just to neutralize it to save humanity. Oh my god. Even my stomach gurgled on that. My stomach is really groaning with that shit. Let's go back to Invasion USA. Fuck Zombie Plane. God. There you go. A 1-2 punch. Shut up, stomach. Jesus. Man, my stomach really hated that Zombie Plane and Agent Recon looking at the posters. Don't worry, stomach. We'll eat soon. We don't get done with this commentary. Plus, we got Chuck killing some people. Can't complain with that. I know. If you don't shut up, I'm going to stab you with his knife like he did there. He threw his knife into someone's stomach. I'm going to do the same to you, stomach. You don't shut up. Yeah, we don't say what's going on outside. Tearing the shit out of these bad guys. But yeah, I know he did some TV movies, The President's Man 1 and 2, which I never saw those. Episode of Martial Law, because he's on, of course, Walter Texas Ranger. Yeah, Loden's War, Bound by Honor, Sons of Thunder. Well, I mean, that's a. Wasn't that the TV show spinoff of Walker Texas Ranger? Yeah, it was. Didn't last too long. A few episodes. Chuck Norris's epic guide to military vehicles. Huh, didn't see that. Oh, he did a cameo in a Hawaii Five-O episode? And he was on Impact Wrestling? Really? Ooh, nice flip there. In 2020, he was on TNA Impact Wrestling? Wow. There you go, Chuck. Kick the shit out of him for ripping my buddy's poster. Ooh, nice tit there. If Uncle Bill is watching, this must be his favorite scene. Chuck Norris beating the shit out of Richard Lynch. Because my friend Uncle Bill, Aaron, from Dead Pit, he met Richard Lynch and he had an Invasion USA poster. But apparently Richard Lynch was so damn drunk that he signed it and he did this and he ripped the poster. So now he's got like a ripped poster of Invasion USA. My God, man. Because I know he's a big Chuck Norris fan as well. I mean, I'm more forgiving in Chuck Norris's acting. I don't know if he's as forgiving, but I know he's a big Chuck Norris fan as well. I know he's a big fan of this movie. Which one knows? I mean, maybe we'll do this commentary one day on his Dead Pit's channel. Never know. Yeah, blow the shit out of him. Damn war. It's just interesting to see Joseph Zito go from doing slasher films like The Prowler and Friday the 13th Part 4 to action films like Missing in Action and this film. And then Joseph Zito would go on to do Red Scorpion, which I really enjoy Red Scorpion. I think that's an underrated one. And what did he do after? Now that I think about it, I think they wanted Joseph Zito for Spider-Man, I think. So he did. I didn't see these early films. Abduction and Blood Rage. It's not the Blood Rage I'm thinking of. The Prowler, Friday the 13th Part 4, Missing in Action, Invasion USA, Red Scorpion. He did a film called Delta Force 1, The Lost Patrol in 2000. And then he did a film called Power Play in 2003 with Dylan Walsh and Tobin Bell. It's time. Here it comes. It's time. His fears come true. What a way for a bad guy to go out. Blown up with a fucking bazooka. That's a way to go out, if any. And when the bad guy's done, the movie's over. Kind of like Roger Corman, when the monster's dead, the movie's over. There you go. See, that's what I mean. If you got Whoopi Goldberg to be that part, I mean, what part would she really have played? Unless they really liked her and they made a bit more of a story where he comes out and meets the reporter, and they're gonna go out for a date or a drink or something. Like you had a little bit more of that in an action film. No, there's literally just no. Chuck Norris don't kill everybody. Everybody else get the fuck out of the way. Maybe him walking out, maybe the girl, the kiss is like, nope, not this movie. You kill them all, it's over. Fuck everything else. But yeah, that's Invasion USA. Still a fun movie. Satisfying, exciting, kick-ass movie, man. Still love it. Still one of my favorite Chuck Norris movies. You know, he doesn't kick much ass in the first half, but it really does establish just how awful these villains are. So that when Chuck Norris is there and he starts kicking the ass, you're like, yeah, get the shit out of him. Fuck yeah. And it just makes it that much more satisfying. So thanks for watching. Take care. Take care, everyone. Yeah, thanks once again, Jonathan Lindsey, for the request, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.